Hello, and welcome to today's cybersecurity awareness training, how hackers can use email links to infect systems. My name's Ben Osterling, and I'm a network administrator in the IT department here at Concordia. This training is going to walk you through the process a hacker could take to try to infect and then exploit your computer system using a keylogger. A keylogger is a program that runs on your computer and records everything you type, giving all sorts of information to the attacker, including usernames, passwords, bank account numbers, and basically anything else you type on your computer. We're going to start by looking at the attacker's computer so you can see the setup of the attack and how simple it actually is. For timing's sake, I've already launched Metasploit and logged into my other systems. To set up the attack, I am issuing several commands that will establish a connection between my attack computer and my target computer. This will allow me to gain access to the system and issue several different commands to it. There are many different types of attacks that can be used, but I decided to use one that exploits a flaw in Microsoft Office for this example. Next, I'm going to create a file that will deliver the payload. In this instance, I decided to use something enticing, a Word document that looks like it might have some payroll information in it. We can do two different things with this file. We can simply email it to someone, and if they open it, they will be infected. Second, we can send the target an email with a link, and once they click that link, they will be infected. For this example, I decided to do a link. Once I have all my parameters set, I tell Metasploit to run the exploit. Once this executes, you will see in the folder below that a file is created with the name we specified earlier, and I'm given a link to where the file is stored. Once this is done, all I need to do is email that link to my target and hope they click on it. Since I'm already logged into my email, I'm going to craft my message to send to my victim. In reality, I would make this email more elaborate, but for time savings, it's going to be pretty bland. I typically create a subject that stands out. Here I'm using payroll information you requested, in the hope that someone would think that this is important and open it. Next, I'm stating that the information they requested last week can be found at the link below. This is where it's very important as a user that you are careful with what links you are clicking on. As you can see, I named the link payroll information. However, the link is directing you to my attack computer. Remember, you can view where links will take you by hovering over them before you click on them. This should be a habit for you, even with links that are legitimate. Now we're going to switch over to the target computer. I'm already logged into my email, and we can see that I have a new message regarding some payroll information that I had requested with a link for me to click to access the file. Once I click the link, I'm asked to open a file, which I do since I'm thinking a file is attached that I requested. Here we can see that nothing actually happens, so I'm thinking that the link must be bad or my computer can't open this file for some reason. Jumping back to our attack computer, we can see that someone clicked on our link because a session has been established. In my example, I accidentally clicked the link twice, so we have 2 sessions established. In a real attack, I would have sent this email out to hundreds of people, so I could have several sessions that show up, each representing a different exploited computer. My next step is a little bit technical, but essentially, I'm hijacking the explorer.exe process so that my connection cannot be terminated by a user or antivirus. This lets me hide on the system behind a legitimate Windows service. Once this process is hijacked, I can now start my keylogger. This will record any keystrokes made on the compromised system and display them to me. Let's jump back to the compromised computer and type some stuff. For this example, I'm going to log back into my email. I'm not entering the correct password here, so we'll get an error when I hit sign in. Going back to the attack computer, I can now run a command to show me everything that's been captured up until now. Here you can see my username, conluth12@gmail.com, and my password that I mistyped. I typed PASSWD, then hit a backspace, which is the H in brackets, then finished typing RD12. Basically, I was trying to type password12 and mistyped it. For another example, let's log into Facebook. Back to the compromised computer, I go to facebook.com and type in my username and password. Again, I'm just making up an email address and password here, so it will not log me in, but in the real world, this will be my real login information. Back on the attack computer, we can rerun the dump command to show what has been captured since the last text dump, and here we can see everything I typed. You can see facebook.com, my email address of test@gmail.com, and my password of password1234. One final example is to show you that keyloggers don't just capture information typed into websites. I'm going to type something out in Microsoft Word, and you will see how that is also captured and I can see it. Switching back to my attack computer, I can run the dump command again, and you are now able to see everything I typed into Word. I hope you found this session informative. I wanted to use this training to show you how things work from the hacker's perspective and how easy it can be to gain access into a system. While this was just one simple example of a method to gain access, there are thousands of different attacks out there hackers can use to try to exploit a system. Here at Concordia, we have several security measures in place to help prevent attacks, but hackers are getting better at crafting their phishing emails to sneak past their spam filters, and they're building better payloads that could potentially bypass our antivirus and firewall systems. You'll often hear us say that as a user, you are our first line of defense against cyber threats. As you saw in today's demonstration, attackers can use techniques to bypass security measures we have in place, which is why you're the most important defensive tool in our war against cyber attacks. We know that all the trainings and email we send out can be annoying or seem redundant, but those trainings are designed to arm you with the knowledge and tools you need to defend against attackers and help protect our patients and employees. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, feel free to call or email me or anyone in the IT department.